We first realized that something was amiss when one of the cats that were missing, we found him. And we found him dead. Based on further investigation, research, and also interviews, and we realized that there are actually a total of 3 different dogs being sighted on campus, and therefore very likely that it was these 3 dogs that made those attacks. Yeah.
So this was the hotel and TV lounge that we used for the trapping. What happened was that we emptied the room, we left the door open, and then we gave them a little bit of breadcrumbs to come in.
Oh my god, the female went in already. The female went in. Go in, go in. The male needs to get in now.
So we decided to trap the dogs because we realized that it was the best option to get them rehabilitated and rehomed.
Yeah, can. Okay? Yeah, can. So we narrowed it down to 3 dogs. I suggested for ease of reference, why don't we just call them Nanyang, Techie, and Uni. So they caught the male dog, which is Techie, first, and then they managed to find a shelter in Lim Chu Kang to place him in while they're rehabbing, rehoming. And today we have brought Nanyang over for the reunion. These dogs are really, really very sweet. And both of them we suspect are lovers. They loved each other so much that when the female disappeared, the male was wailing and whining for the female. Where did you go?
Okay, see, no bite, no bite. You'll be your girlfriend soon enough, okay?
So the hard part actually happens now because you need to rehabilitate a dog in order to rehome them.
Nanyang, come. She might not eat now because she's very scared. So for them, they're still now keeping a distance. They haven't really get used to human contact yet. Actually, Nanyang is very sweet. It's just that she's timid. When she's scared, she is corner herself at the place. And when we touch her, she allowed to touch, but she will just shy. For Techie, I need to leave the room, close the gate, and then he will go to the food. He's actually more reserved. He stay away, and when I try to reach him, he's still quite timid. They're still living like a stray, but in the kennel. Yeah. So slowly, we can hope that you can open up. But all this need more time to spend with them. So we need to give them a trust that we are not to harm them. So when you're sitting down in the kennel with them, you can read your handphone, you can watch a video, but just sit there, join them for an hour or 2, so that they can use to you. They can understand, oh, actually it's nothing scary, a human.
We are starting to learn that it's actually not so easy, from stray to being rehomed. But every progress is a milestone. For example, the last visit, Techie was looking a bit more into our eyes rather than avoiding eye contact. Subtle progress like this, it does make our day. I think that kind of encourages us to go forward. We are a little bit concerned about finances because boarding is not cheap, and we're talking about 2 dogs. It's a 3-figure sum per month. On top of that, we have this looming question mark about how long are they going to be there before they get rehomed. And I'm really hoping they get rehomed, otherwise they will be there for very long. It's not good for them because the boarding place is enclosed.
Fostering is very, very important. It's better for a dog to recover in a fosterer's house rather than in the shelter, because the shelter, there's so many dogs, and then the shelter staff is so busy, they don't really give the attention that the dog needs in order to recover. And then once the dog is in that foster situation, then it will be a lot easier for them to be adopted out. If you adopt a shelter dog, you're saving 2 lives, you're saving the dog that you're adopting, and you are creating a space for another dog to be saved.